Hey guys, welcome back to La Casita Jardin and welcome back to the Homestead Kitchen. So today we are doing a late video. Well, late for me. I'm about to be jumping into bed here before too much longer, but I wanted to do this video and have you join me as I make a bone broth. So I'm going to literally show you what I'm going to do with those chicken bones. I have a leftover bag of them from way back when we roasted the herb chicken, and I'm going to go on ahead and use that this evening because who doesn't love a good bone broth? I know I do, and I am specifically going to be really enjoying this with my upcoming surgery that's going on. I've kind of talked to you a little bit about that before, but if this is the first video that you have seen of mine, I will be slightly out of commission. I do have some video content for you this December, but things are going to be just a little bit slower in the project department here on the homestead. Now, that being said, I do want to let you know and do want to remind you, the 26th of December, we will not be having any video content. I'll be taking some time off to just relax and enjoy the holiday with friends and family. I've got quite a few members of the clan coming in, so a little bit of extra time is going to be really, really wonderful to spend with them. All right, so let's go on ahead and get this bone broth baby started so I can go to bed because I'm tired, guys. I'm tired. All right, let's go. Okay, so there are a few basic things that you are obviously going to need for this broth. One of them is, of course, chicken bones. So I have my pot here with my chicken bones. I've got a wedge of onion that I'm going to throw in there. If you have garlic, you can put garlic in there as well. I have a couple of just random broken carrots. I also have a handful of herbs from the garden that did not get used with supper. I am also going to be doing a good palmful of black peppercorns, and I do leave them whole. And then I am going to do the same thing with some pink Himalayan salt here. I'm going to do a palmful, around the same amount. So I would say that that's going to be a shy tablespoon worth. Now, of course, any of this is optional. If you say have celery instead of carrots, go on ahead and use that. If you have a turnip or beet or something that's kind of looking a little, you can throw that in there. A beet will color the water, just to let you know, especially if you have a red beet. I don't use vegetables per se that are going rotten, but if they're looking just a little bit culinarily rough, it goes in the pot because it may not necessarily be something that I would cook with for a meal, but it's definitely more than serviceable for this. Other thing I'm going to put in is going to be chili pepper. Nothing wrong with a little bit of heat in life. And then all I'm going to do is fill this bad boy up with some water, and I'm going to put the lid on it, and we're going to put it on low and slow all night long. Okay? Okay, so this is what it looks like. I did go on ahead and add a little bit of dried rosemary in here, but this is what it looks like. All I'm gonna do is just pop this lid right on, leave this baby overnight, and I will be seeing you in the morning. All right, so it's actually 24 hours later at this point, and ta-da! Check out that beautiful bone broth, guys. Alright, so it is actually 24 hours later. I went on ahead and decided to leave it for the full 24 hours since I was home and it was the weekend. And the house has just developed this very, very scrumptious chicken broth smell. So the only thing that is left is going on ahead and putting this in storage. Now, there are a couple of things that you could do. If you have a pressure canner, you can pressure can this recipe. I do not have a pressure canner. This is not something that you should water bath can. So if you are new to preserving things, bone broths and things with meat in them really need to be pressure canned to make sure that there is absolutely no chance of salmonella or any other weird bacterial growths that could cause food poisoning. Otherwise, what you can do, you can freeze it. So there's multiple freezer methods. We have actually put this in like an ice cube tray and filled it, put it in the freezer. You crack it, put it into say a gallon bag, freezer bag, and then you can just take out however many you need. This is a really great method, especially if you're doing things along the lines of pasta dishes, or you're just wanting to add a little extra chicken boost to, say, pan-seared chicken. The other thing that you can do, you can just go on ahead and put this right into a glass jar or a Tupperware container and put the whole thing in the freezer and then pull it out and use it as your stock for your next batch of soup. Choice is really yours, and the options are pretty well there. There's probably other things that I have not thought about doing in preserving this that don't involve a pressure canner, but those are the two methods that I do since I don't pressure can. So that's all I've got for you today. I'm going to go on ahead and get this situated and into the freezer, and I will see you guys on the next video. As always, keep it simple, natural, and essential, and I'll see you on the next one. Night, night.